Welcome back, everybody, to another Banished. Hopefully we can make something happen here soon. Uh-oh. We lost someone to starvation. Come on. Get more food. We don't need to lose this one. Children are dying of starvation. This is a bad thing. Okay. One of them had food, at least for a little bit. I put in a little well here, by the way, which is kind of paused. We'll get there. The woodcutter died of starvation. We're in spring. We're fine. We'll make it work. Okay, builder's done. Hunter? We have 2 of 3 hunters. So, let's put that up to 4. No, we'll keep it at 3. The defaults are usually the best. Okay, turn off, and we'll just have a general laborer do whatever general laborer needs to do. Deal with the iron, maybe. Probably. Or replace someone that might die of starvation. We need logs, too. A forester. What's our we have 4 foresters. Good. We desperately need foresters. We also need food. We'll go to 3 foresters. We'll take 3 hunters. That's a tailor. We need leather for that. Fisherman died of starvation. A hunter died of starvation. We'll go to fishermen again. Please, please, oh my goodness. Okay, this house finally got some. Oh my goodness, finally all the houses had some food for a brief moment. Just as someone else dies. It said the houses had food, but then someone died of starvation. That's unfortunate. I'm really doing the fishing dock pretty heavily there because it is right next to it. It is right there. We are we need a graveyard. We so need a graveyard. Oh man. Oh, there went a tree. Just kind of tipped over. Stone there. Don't know what that's about. It is late spring. We have some wood. Pretty much no firewood left. I used to be good at this game, guys. A long time ago, I used to be good at this game. Alright, go be a woodcutter. We need someone to start giving us some firewood and prepping us for the coming winter. Because it's going to be showing up. At least it'll warm up for a while now, and that'll be good. And now that we have the hunting cabin, have you already brought in food? Yes, beautiful. And leather. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We need clothes. We need tools. We need food like no other. But hopefully we'll be able to get some food here soon. People are just ransacking the storage barn. Man. Rough. Rough, guys. That being said, at least we have a nice music soundtrack to listen to. Absolutely beautiful game. While we try and stabilize in year 4 with all of 19 people. Okay. Hey, we got an adult! And a child was born! Hurrah! I'm just gonna leave you as a general laborer. We need to collect the trees and stone and iron that's down here. No question in my mind. We need to collect all of this. In the terms of resources, we need it all. We got a road along that. A road there too. It looks like we built a road here. Yeah, the road's been built here, so we're just gonna get a road there and a road there. And I think that'll end up chopping down a tree, which I'm actually totally good with. Chop down that tree, baby. Chop it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, anyways. Anyways. So far, so good. It looks interesting. Now, hang on. So if I do tunnel here, I can't tunnel through. because of the lake. It's on the lake-ish thing. It's on the other side, so I can't tunnel through that. I could tunnel through there. Puts it right here. Bridge over here is possible. I would need another massive tunnel. That. Maybe there's a tunnel over here? Yeah. Okay. So through a series of convoluted and difficult processes, we could go from here through a tunnel under the mountain, or through the mountain, and then take a bridge across, and then under this mountain to get into this area. That's something to think about for the future. We could maybe get into here two different ways, with this route here, which is across a series of bridges, or a more direct route going through two mountains. The bridges will definitely come first. The bridges are a much, much faster route. So they will come first. But something to think about for the future is tunneling across this this lake here, the central lake. Looks like they are going to work. Roads have not been built yet, but that's okay. Starting to create a food supply. We are getting a good amount of firewood set up, and we're stockpiling some stone and some iron. Things are on the up and up. I am excited. I'm so excited for this, guys. This is we're getting there. We are so getting there. The reserve of firewood, oh man, people are stocking their houses with firewood. They are stocking up their houses. Well, at least while the woodcutter is waiting for more wood, oh man, oh my goodness, we so need an herbalist. We have to have an herbalist. And a graveyard. A cemetery would be so huge right now. Make our people happier to have a cemetery, and healthier to have an herbalist. That'll be the next one. I'll go ahead and unpause the herbalist and let it do its thing. So yeah, while the woodcutter's waiting, and come out here, grab up some extra wood. Maybe some iron for us, which we will need soon because the tools is going to hit the cap of 20 soon. We have an extra laborer, so yeah, we'll go builder. Start taking some. Actually, all you need is logs. Never mind. Don't do that. Go be a forester. We're okay on food. The hunting cabins are doing their job, so we can go to 2 laborers, take a fisherman off. We got good variety of food, and that's wonderful. I like seeing that. We'll go ahead and stock up an herbalist now. They're not going to have a job yet. The big thing we need is logs, but I think we need to wait for that because we need firewood right now. Actually, we'll take you down. Another fisherman, just in case. Oh, this is scary, guys. It's going to be a tough winter. It's going to be a harsh winter. But I think we'll make it work. I hope we'll make it work. We need wood. We so desperately need wood. Like, that little tree right there, that needs to be brought over here, like, immediately for that woodcutter to deal with. That woodcutter needs to take that firewood over here. So, yeah, I think we need to keep 4-4-2. That works fine. We don't want to overhunt or overfish. You can make the population go extinct if you hunt and fish too much, and even if you gather too much, you can make the population go extinct. So you have to be careful not to overdo it. I mean, that's why you can put this up to 4 if you want, but it defaults to 3. 3 is a safe balance. 4 is a little risky. You're gonna get more food and leather, and it's good for a short run burst, but then you gotta pull it back a little bit, let the population recover, because you can hunt them to extinction. You gotta be careful with that. Curious. No tunnel to be had over here. I'm sure I checked this last episode. It just bugs me that I can't put a road there. Oh well. Alright, bye-bye, little deer. What do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of those things. So, Keep track of that number. That's an important number to know how many is in a given herd. That's a very important number. We are out of firewood. Foresters, give them some logs. Lots of logs. Trees up here. Okay, we have a little bit of firewood. We are in the middle of winter right now, and we just ran out of firewood. That's not great. We don't have clothes. We can't keep them warm that way. That's not great either. Okay, we have some logs. Wonderful. Come springtime, we can start working on this. People are actually taking some of the logs and putting them here. We don't have a builder, so it must be the laborer that's bringing the logs over to the herbalist. Yeah. As long as we don't run out of firewood, fine. As long as we don't run out of firewood. Good, chop that tree down. Beautiful, I like to see that. That tree over here went down. We have two people laboring right now. I guess they're just kind of doing whatever they need to do. Unless the woodcutter's going on here. We had another child. It's wonderful. We have, what, 2 over here? Yeah, well, and then some more down here. Looks like there's a lot of deer out right now, so that's good. That's what I like to see. The population is strong. We're not hunting a lot, so hopefully the population will stay strong. At least for a little while. Forester going to work. We have 3 of those. Late winter, year 4. We have 4 logs. Okay, they got a little bit healthier. Awesome. Awesome. Got the health going up. Think we're stabilizing. We'll be able to make something good out of this city. But boy, it's been a rough patch, hasn't it? Man. Such a rough patch. Oh, we lost a little bit more health. But it's early spring. Year 5. Alright. Progress has been made. Wonderful. Another children was born. Wonderful. Okay, so go builder. We definitely want to get this herbalist up and running as soon as possible. We need the healthiness. If they're healthier, they'll be happier. We also need logs, so we can't dump too many foresters. We got here 8. It's the oldest person in that one, or oldest child. 8 here as well. 6. 6. Okay. Gonna need more of these soon. Don't know if right now is the right time. We're gonna need more. A boarding house would be good as well, but that's much later. What's the big thing we need right now? What is the absolute biggest thing we need right now? Town hall, definitely. Hospital, very helpful. In case we get screwed over by a disease, we don't want everyone to die. Schoolhouses are good. Can't really do any of this stuff. Well, we can't do this half anyways. Woodcutter, forester, herbalist, blacksmith, tailor, tavern, mine, and quarry. We're definitely going to need to move towards mines and quarries soon enough, but it's not the highest priority right now. Definitely not the highest priority. We need the trading post for sure. We don't have anything to trade. That's the problem. Don't have anything to trade. The sooner we get stone houses, the better as well, because that'll be less firewood construction, which means more logs. Do whatever we need to do with them. Well, we just need more people. So really, we need more food sources, and we need more we need more houses. We need more people and more food. That's what it comes down to. Okay. We now have an herbalist, so hopefully we'll be able to get the health of the citizens up. Question will become soon, where are we putting the food? What are we doing with the food here? Fish is probably going to become a staple for a while. It seems like something that will be fairly common, fairly straightforward, and easy to do. Apparently I didn't place that. That... the thing there. Whoops. Go ahead and pause that. That is within the range of all of this, I understand, but it's not going to be a huge deal. Go. Get a road there. Again, just making sure that we're not placing stuff in the way of other stuff. With all the children that are being born, I do feel like we need another house. Do I want to do this? I don't know. More things to think about. One more house. That's it. One house. Get another forester. We need logs. We so desperately need logs right now. It's so bad. Alright, get a builder going as well. We have stone. We're good on stone for now. Stone and iron. We have a little bit more reserve down here we need to take care of. Looks like some baby trees are growing. Like to see that as well. Of course. Chopping over here. Good stuff. But we need to make sure this forester stays busy because we need logs and we need firewood. Doing okay on food. Not great. I would like to see another fisherman. I'd like to see another hunter. But as of right now, we're doing good enough. 24 people right now. The reason why I'm putting another house now is because we need continual, steady population growth. With 6 houses right now, we're kind of full up. So, see. Good progress, though. Here, let me click on one of you guys. There we go, we'll follow you. Where are you going? What weapon do you have? That's like a scythe or something. Interesting tool to be using out here. Ah, you're gathering herbs. Well, that makes sense. Or you're gathering onions and such, so it makes sense that you'd have a scythe. Curious, I thought scythes were only used for the wheat fields, but I guess not. The gatherers use them as well. Hey, we have wood in the stockpile. That's good to know. That won't last long at all. We have a builder. No. It's also early autumn, so we don't need a builder. We just need firewood. Looks like our herbs are getting used up as well, but that's okay because now the average health is going up. That's not a bad thing. But we do have a builder. You don't need to be a builder. You can be a tailor. We could use a tailor. Leather do we have? 24 leather. Good stuff. What are we looking at that? 500 clothes limit. Let's just do 50 for now. We'll come back and up that later, but we just need 50 for now. So, previous season, Previous season better on roots. This season, oh sorry, no, roots are right here. That's not 1-to-1. Whoops. Previous season better on pretty much everything but onions. We're doing better on onions. We're gonna do better with this season's leather and venison, just because the season's gonna be longer to hunt. But notice half of our food stores right now is made up of food, of meat, I should say. Half of our food stores has been meat. Not quite reflected here, but it's a lot. It's a lot of meat to be using, a lot of venison. So 10 leather. Start making some coats that'll keep people warm so they don't burn as much firewood, and they're less likely to freeze. Go 3 hunters. Get a higher amount of leather coming in. The hunting cabin is more efficient than the fishing hut in terms of pure resources. Now, in terms of food produced, the fishing hut is bringing in more. There's also more people there. So, you know, take it as you will. Road got built, right? Did. Good. Gotta remove that, and we'll be good to go with the fishing dock over here. Don't need to be too busy. Busy enough. Nobody's bringing logs or stone to the house yet. That's fine. We have a lot of stuff we need to take care of. Slowly but surely, we are wiping this out. More laborers. Good. Just make you a builder. I think we can sustain 1 more house, for sure. Definitely 1 more house, maybe 2 more houses at this rate, now that we have some clothes on our back, and we have some meat. I think we can sustain at least 1 more house, if not 2. I don't want to build too many too quickly. Our resources are scarce. Resources are very scarce here. Get that, please. I don't know what that is. Is that a baby tree? It looks like a baby tree. But get some of that. Get some of the food over there. And now, I think this is our very first winter that we're really not concerned about how things are going. It's calm, fairly self-sustaining. We have a little bit of everything that we need. I mean, the clothes, albeit the clothes are not super abundant, but we've used almost all of our leather already. We had like 20-something leather. It's gone. That's okay. Okay. Late winter. Yeah, not even concerned. We got through the rough patch. Took us 5 years. We got there. Now the hard part is growing from here. Keeping enough food on the table, keeping enough firewood available. And you know, and that's when we start increasing the fuel limit for the firewood to 2,000. It's when we start getting more foresters to supply the firewood, or to supply the logs for everything. Right now, we only have a slight surplus of everything. Now, we're doing good on clothes. People are taking their new clothes. Doing okay on that. We didn't really run out of anything over that entire winter. So, good stuff. Curious. Kind of looking towards the future here. A little bit of planning. What? Man, that's unfortunate. I was kind of hoping that we could have a little fishing hut over here, and this would be a grand spot. It's rough terrain. It's just rough enough that we can't put it on a peninsula. Because this, if we had a fishing dock here, oh man, that would be worth so much fish. So much water in the vicinity, but doesn't look like it's gonna happen. That's unfortunate. But over here. It is possible to put one over here. Now, as I recall, this is where we're going to put the bridge and tunnel, so I don't want to commit anything yet. But it's good to know that we could put one over here if we needed to, because that's not a bad spot. You know, it's not like we need the bridge and tunnel across this. It would just be nice. It'd be a nice thing to have to help speed up everything. But it's not necessary. Got it that way. It's not necessary. Alright. Dune. Looks like they got rid of the little plants that were over here. Good. I think the first thing we're going to need to build is a mine. Supply us some iron. We can keep our tool production up. Obviously, I could put them in here. Again, it takes away a little bit more every time. It takes away a little bit more. And that's not gonna work at all in here. I'm gonna put it here. I can put it over here, which is actually right next to the stockpile. That's not a bad spot to place a mine, truthfully. It's like you get the iron and it goes straight to the stockpile and it's right next to the blacksmith. I mean, that's not a bad spot to be placing a mine. So, and I can still put houses here. So I think I'll do a housing row here. So we go 1, 2, 3, and then 4. We'll just pause these. We don't need them right now. That would be a little overkill. We can do that. Get a road going across here. So, little spot. Well is a possibility there. Definitely. You can never have too many wells. And actually, it ends right there. So I think a community well right there is not a bad spot to put it either. And you know what? Go ahead and build that well. We'll go ahead and let that well be done. It takes up a lot of stone, but right now we do have a little bit of extra. We don't want to waste all of our stone, but we do need a well. That would be very helpful to have a well going here. So, looks like we're going to finish off everything that was down here. Being more children, very crowded houses. Why we need some of these houses to come up. There we go, finally. It took a year, but we're getting it built. Can we get 2 builders going, please? You know what? We'll start one more. Because again, we're getting fairly crowded. We need to let out a little bit. We also need to let out a little bit more fishing docks. Get a little bit more fishing, a little more fish in general our way. We'll do that as well. We need to set up a location to put a quarry. Next step is to get a quarry. I think that spot's too small, is it? Oh yeah, that's way too small. Close, but yeah, it's not gonna work. There, I was hopeful. I was hopeful we could put a quarry in over here and just kind of use up this area, but deal. A quarry is tough though. One thing I really don't like about this game is that when you build a quarry and it runs out of resources, all you have left is a giant hole in the ground. I know a reserve of stone is low. I know, game. That giant hole in the ground is completely unusable. You can't do anything at all to it. So you do have to be careful where you place these quarries. They kind of need to be in a place that you don't want to really use things. I'm curious now. Mountain, yeah, I could put in a couple mines over here. Not here. More mines along here, fishing huts. Maybe a quarry around here. Be a good idea. I'm thinking around like right here because that's enough. It gives enough space to build mines to the left and below and fishing docks to the right. We'll have a quarry over here. Gonna need to have that built soon too. Looks like they're... Yep, we just need builders for both of these. That's getting done real quick. The fishing dock is done. Beautiful. Getting a lot of stuff built really fast. Absolutely love to see that. 16 to 21. That's a little bit old for what I'd like to see as a couple. I'd like to see a little bit younger couple move into the next house. We'll see. Gonna move in. 24 and 20. At least the woman is 20. She's young enough. And immediately, they just go over here and start going to town. Alright, autumn. It is autumn. So I want to see how we stabilize. Now, we'll go to the end of this year and call it an episode. It's been half an hour. But, I want to see how it stabilizes. Up to 500. It's not a crisis. We won't do 2,000 yet, but I want to see how the firewood stabilizes. I want to see how the food stabilizes going forward. Now we have a well. That's awesome. Love it. Child. No child there, so child in a different house. In this house, well, the other adults in this house moved out, so now they can have more children. At 41, she had a child. You know, that's a little bit older, but I have no issue with that. So, then that. We have that going for us. I don't know what I'll do with this whole center area. I might just put a whole bunch of wells in. Or put in a forester so they can plant some trees, maybe. I don't know. Think about it. I'll think about what I can do with that. Probably a bunch of wells, but I'll think about it. We don't have any clothes. Okay. Anything else slated for removal? I don't think so. There. They can just walk along this edge. Right next to the water and then pick up the stone and iron. So we'll need that. We'll definitely need that. So the reason why I haven't actually built any roads in here yet is because I don't know what I want it to look like. I know I need a road from the Fisher Hut, from the bridge, to the stockpile. I need a road through here. Question is, I also need a road to go down here to the trading post. I mean, that's super necessary. But the question is how? How do I want to do that? What do I want to put in here? Because I have a blacksmith. I have an herbalist, a forester, a woodcutter, a tailor. I don't have a tavern. And I'm definitely putting in mines. For sure, I'm putting mines in here. Do I want to put in more housing? Am I going to put in farmland? Probably not farmland. Probably more industrial. Maybe multiple blacksmiths, multiple tailors. But that would require more stuff being brought to this central storage barn. I need more storage barns. I definitely need a second one. No question. So probably a storage barn like so. Pause that for now. We need this to be done as well. There's really nothing else I can use this little spot for other than a storage barn. So we may as well do that. Looks like we're doing okay on firewood. Doing okay on food. Doesn't look like that was too big of an issue having 2 more families. Unpause that, open it up. Again, we don't want to grow too rapidly. We got to be careful. But if I can get this quarry up and running, I can get this mine up and running, and another storage barn, we should be in the good. Where's that thing? The thing that I'm looking for. Where is it? Here. Can I do that? I can do that. I don't know if I want to yet. I cannot put a mine back here. Duly noted, I cannot put a mine back here. So that's too small. I can do that. 4x9. Nice big chunk over here. If I do like that, and then that, kind of accomplishes what I want here. Just a lot of resources. What it amounts to, just a lot of resources. Means I can draw the line right here, like so. So kind of an internal road, little access road back here, and the end of the line road here. Because like I said, I couldn't put a mine back here, so I put a mine up here. Doesn't mean I can't put mines down here or over here. I probably will. We're gonna need the stockpile to be big enough to hold on to that. I'll probably put in a well or a couple wells in here, because if we are going to have a lot of industrial over here, we're going to need a good water source to ensure they don't just plop over and die. Oh yeah, I said I was going to end it in as soon as we got to spring. Whoops. Went a little bit over on this episode. It's late spring, year 7. Quarry is under construction. Mine is under construction. House almost under construction. We'll go ahead and open up the storage barn. We have a bunch of new stockpiles. Things are looking good, although I'm not super happy about the firewood being moved over here. Not thrilled about that. So, what if I do a well here, just one well, and then a stockpile right there. Hopefully the firewood will then go to this stockpile instead. At least some of it. Make it a little bit more accessible for some. So, we're going to call that it. This is Colmesne. Or Colmesne. I'll figure out how to call it later. It'll be what the people call it. So if it's pronounced wrong, well, tough, because that's what they call their city. They're the residents, so they get to call it whatever they want. So, good progress. We're doing well. So as always, guys, thank you for watching. I will see you next time with another episode of Banished. A beautiful, nice little city building game that we've dug ourselves out of a nice big hole. We're at 29 people. We're also out of stone. So that quarry is definitely necessary. So, DFTBA, guys, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.